Yo, listen up. Are you ready to see something insane? The world told you you'd fade, you'd crumble, you'd obey the timeline. Nah, that's not your story. Not today, not ever. You're aging backwards. Yeah, I said it, backwards. And the craziest part? Nobody expected this. Do you feel that? The fire inside, the spark they tried to kill. Oh, it's real. It's raw. It's unstoppable. Hold up. Don't blink. Don't breathe too slowly. Because what you're about to witness will shatter every limit, every rule, every prophecy you were forced to believe in. This is a journey, a revelation, a rebellion, all in one breath. And guess what? You're not just watching, you're part of it. Yeah, you. Every comment, every thought, every super thanks you drop fuels this fire, makes this chaos even wilder. Oh, I see you. Yeah, you in the corner, questioning if it's real, if you can do it too. The answer is screaming at you. Yes, you can break every chain. You can rewrite every law. You can turn every expectation into dust, just like that. And by the end, by the very last word, you'll feel it, the energy, the power, the force that says nothing. Nothing can stop you. So stay locked, stay sharp. Leave your mark in the comments. Shout your super thanks. And know this moment is yours. We see you, we feel you, and we respect every single soul who dares to defy the prophecy. Now, are you ready to step into the chaos, to stare time in the eyes and laugh while it trembles? Let's go. Time is supposed to eat you alive, but what if you start eating time instead? The mirror should have betrayed you. That's what they all said. It should have cracked open your secret, screamed the truth, mocked you for daring to defy its silent authority. Wrinkles should have stretched across your face like claw marks. The weight of years should have pressed against your shoulders until your spine bent like a dying tree. Your voice should have weakened. Your hands should have shaken. Your fire should have dimmed. That's the script, isn't it? That's what they told you. Time only moves forward. Age only takes. Decay is inevitable. Oh, but look closely now. The reflection trembles. The mirror no longer knows who it's staring at, because you are not fading. You're reversing. You're watching skin tighten, muscles harden, eyes sharpen. Every movement contradicts the prophecy of decline. The mirror doesn't understand because you're not collapsing. You're rewriting. You're standing taller while the world expected you to crawl. You are bending the timeline backwards, reshaping the destiny that was forced upon you. Wow, do you see the terror of that? You are proof that time is not absolute. You are living evidence that the so-called law of nature can be broken. And when laws break, panic follows. The world was comfortable with the idea that you'd fade quietly. They planned for your weakness, calculated your limits, smiled politely as they waited for you to shrink into nothing. But you betrayed the prophecy. You stepped off the road that everyone else is marching down. Yeah. And now, they're watching. Some in silence, some in envy, some in disbelief. Their whispers follow you. It can't be real. It must be a trick. He's refusing to accept reality. But reality isn't theirs to define, is it? Reality is being bent by your will. Reality is being shattered by your existence. Every breath you take is an insult to the timeline. Every step you walk backwards through age is a declaration of war. Nah, you didn't stumble into this. This isn't luck. This is the result of refusal. Refusal to collapse. Refusal to bend. Refusal to hand over your strength like everyone else does when the calendar grows heavy. You gripped your youth with bloodied hands and dragged it back from the edge. And now, instead of aging, you are sharpening. Instead of slowing, you are accelerating. Instead of surrendering, you are conquering. And yet, you know this isn't just about appearance. It's about power. The power to mock the very thing everyone else worships, time. Because if you can reverse what was meant to be irreversible, then what else can you destroy? What else can you fracture? What else can you rebuild? This is where the danger begins. Because the moment you spit in the face of prophecy, prophecy spits back. But tell me, do you know what happens when you spit in the face of prophecy? When you break the prophecy breaks you back. Unless you become unbreakable. The moment you tore free, you felt it. Didn't you? That invisible shiver, that eerie silence, where the air seemed heavier, almost watching you. The chain was supposed to hold you. The prophecy was supposed to cage you, but you shattered it. And once a chain breaks, the sound echoes forever. Time itself heard you. Fate itself flinched. And now it moves against you. Oh, don't be naive. Did you think it would just let you go? That you could reverse the flow without consequence? Every system, every voice that believed in the prophecy will come for you now. You'll notice it in whispers that carry poison. You'll feel it in the eyes that stare longer than they should. They'll laugh, mock, question until the laughter sounds like knives, because nothing terrifies the world more than someone who refuses to collapse when collapse is demanded. Wow, the irony is brutal. The very people who once told you accept the rules are now unsettled because you didn't. They wanted you predictable, fragile, bent by years like they were. Your rebellion has exposed their surrender, and that's why they hate you. You've become their reminder. You've turned into the shadow they can't outrun, the mirror they can't shatter. Every second you grow sharper. They feel their excuses rotting inside them. Yeah, but listen carefully. Their hatred isn't the enemy. It's the confirmation. It proves you've cracked the prophecy. It proves you've stepped into a space they can't define. The system only attacks when it's afraid, and right now it's trembling, which means you've already won half the war. The other half? That's survival. That's becoming so unbreakable that even when fate throws its last stone, you catch it in your hand and crush it to dust. Nah. Don't expect applause. Don't expect gratitude. When you fracture fate, you don't get flowers. You get fire. You get storms. You get tested in ways most can't endure. But understand this, if the prophecy can bleed, it can die, and you are its wound. So the only question that matters now is this. When the prophecy itself rises to break you, what do you become? If they can't break you, you become the law they fear. So what do you become when prophecy rises against you? You become the creature that doesn't break, the shape that doesn't bend, the force that doesn't shatter, even when everything around it collapses into dust. Because here's the brutal truth. Prophecy doesn't fight fair. It doesn't come at you with a single blow. It drips poison slowly, day by day, trying to wear you down until you give up on your own. It whispers fatigue into your bones, It plants doubt in your reflection. It makes every failure echo louder than every victory. That's how it fights. Quiet, relentless, patient. Oh, you felt it. That weight pressing down, the voice telling you, you can't keep this up. That shadow stretching behind you whispering, one day you'll break like everyone else. But here's where you flip the script. You don't let it break you. You use it. Every whisper becomes fuel. Every doubt becomes a hammer. Every attempt to weaken you becomes the very iron that forges your strength. The creature that doesn't break doesn't run from pressure. It consumes it. Wow, the irony burns. While others let the years carve them hollow, you've used the years to carve yourself sharper. You've taken every scar, every wound, every disappointment and welded them into armor. That's why you're not just reversing age, you're reversing fragility. You've transformed pain into resilience. You've turned fatigue into discipline. And now, instead of withering, you are rising into something far more dangerous than youth. You are becoming experienced power, doubled by endurance. Yeah, and that's exactly why they can't stand it. They were promised your downfall. They were counting on it. It made them feel safe, knowing you'd join them in surrender. But the moment you refused, you broke their comfort. You forced them to see a truth they cannot bear. Decay is not destiny, it's a choice. And when choice enters the equation, excuses die. You've become their nightmare, the living contradiction they can't erase. Nah, don't think this transformation goes unnoticed. You are being studied, observed, tested. Every move you make is under silent judgment, because you are no longer part of the crowd. You are the anomaly. The system will throw more storms your way just to see if you flinch. But here's the beauty. You won't. Because the creature that doesn't break is not built on illusions. It's built on fire, on scars, on unshakable refusal. It's built on truth. And once the world realizes truth cannot be broken, it spreads. But what happens when your refusal to break doesn't just change you, but ignites them? Lies are fragile. Truth spreads like fire. The moment you refuse to break, something happens that no one expects. You infect them. Your strength, your defiance, your reversal of decay, it doesn't stay inside you. It leaks. It seeps into the cracks of their weakness. It catches in their lungs like smoke until they can't breathe the same way again. Because when one person proves the prophecy is not law, the prophecy starts to tremble everywhere. Oh, you can see it in their eyes. At first, the laughter is loud. He's in denial. She's refusing to accept reality. But the laughter isn't steady. It's nervous. It's cracking around the edges. Because deep down, a dangerous question is forming in their minds. What if it's possible? And once that question takes root, nothing can stop it. Wow. The silence after that question is deafening. Because now they don't look at you with mockery. They look at you with envy. You walk past them, carrying youth in your step, fire in your eyes, strength in your grip. And every time they see you, they remember what they threw away. They remember how quickly they surrendered. You've become a mirror, but not the kind that flatters, the kind that burns. Yeah. And here's the irony. They start to mimic you. Quietly at first. A change in their posture. A shift in their choices. A decision to endure one more day. To sharpen instead of decay. They would never admit it, but your rebellion has given them permission to fight again. You didn't just light a fire, you lit a chain reaction. Nah, but don't get it twisted. Fire doesn't spread neatly. It consumes, it exposes, it terrifies those still clinging to excuses. And once the flames reach them, they'll have only two options: rise with you or burn in the ashes of their surrender. That's the nature of fire. It doesn't negotiate. And that leads to the real question, the one none of them are ready to face. If the fire spreads to everyone, what rises from the ashes? Ashes are not endings, they are beginnings, wearing scars. When the fire spreads, everything weak burns away. Excuses, gone. Illusions, gone. Fragile masks that people wore to hide their surrender, burn to nothing. And from those ashes rises something new, not the same old weak version of themselves, not the naive youth they once were, but something harder, sharper, born again but not clean, born again with scars stitched into their very being. Oh, it's unsettling, isn't it? Watching someone you once pitied suddenly stand taller, as if the flames carved strength into their bones. That's the second birth. The moment when a person realizes they are not defined by the prophecy of decline, but by their refusal to obey it. It's not about pretending to be young. It's about being reborn with the wisdom of survival and the fire of rebellion combined. Wow, the difference is undeniable. The second birth doesn't look like innocence. It looks like discipline. It looks like someone who has faced the worst of time's attacks and come out sharper. Youth alone is reckless. Age alone is brittle. But the second birth is something else entirely. It's the fusion of both. Strength with patience, energy with scars, hope with steel. Yeah, and here's where the power multiplies. When one rises from the ashes, others follow. It becomes a wave, a chain of second births. Each one stronger than the last. Each one proving the prophecy wasn't a law, but a cage, and cages once broken can never be rebuilt. The world starts to shift because now there are too many contradictions walking around, too many flames burning where silence once ruled. Nah, don't think this is a gentle rebirth. It's violent, it hurts, it tears away comfort and rips open illusions. But that pain is the very reason it's real. Nothing strong is born in comfort. Everything strong is born in fire, and that's why the second birth is unstoppable. It carries the scars of the fire as proof it survived. And once something survives fire, it learns a dangerous skill. It learns how to laugh while the world burns. And now here we are at the edge. Can you feel it? That pulse, that fire, that undeniable force inside you. You've witnessed the truth, the rebellion, the second birth. And now it's yours to own. Yeah, every scar, every struggle, every moment they said you can't. You proved them wrong. But it's not just a speech, it's a movement. And you're part of it, part of this unstoppable energy. So stand tall, raise your voice, leave your mark in the comments, drop that super thanks, and let the world know you're awake, you're alive, and you're rewriting the rules. Nah, don't settle for less. Don't bow to expectations, because the prophecy is dead and you are the new law. Remember this moment. Hold it close. Feel the power coursing through every fiber of your being. And never forget, the fire doesn't fade. It spreads, it consumes, it creates. You've aged backwards in spirit, in strength, in defiance. And now it's time to move forward, unstoppable. unshakable, untouchable. Thank you, every single one of you, for daring to watch, for daring to feel, for daring to rise. You are seen, respected, and celebrated. Keep the fire alive, and I'll see you in the next chaos, in the next rebellion, where we break every rule together.